The first note that you'll see here is an oval, not colored in. It's a whole note. It receives 4 beats. So you hold that note for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one whole note in a 4/4 measure, which is what we have here. 4/4 measure means there's 4 beats in a measure and a quarter note receives 1 beat. For more details on that, refer to my music theory page. The second type of note you see is a half note. The half note is an oval, not colored in, with a stick on it. There's 2 half notes in a measure, and each half note receives 2 counts. So that measure would be counted out 1, 2, 3, 4. The third type of note you see there is a quarter note. It's a colored in oval with a stick on it. Each quarter note receives 1 beat. There are 4 beats in a measure. There are 4 quarter notes in a 4/4 measure. The next notes you see are eighth notes. There's 8 eighth notes in a measure. They're a colored in oval with a stick and a tail on it. And you would count that measure out 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Before we cover the last 2 types of notes, let me talk about what we call dotted notes here. And I have drawn on the sheet here a dotted half note, a dotted quarter note, a dotted eighth note, and a dotted 16th note. So when you see a dot after a note, you hold that note for 1.5 times the normal value. So as an example, the half note normally takes 2 beats. If you multiply that times 1.5, that would be 3 beats. The quarter note, instead of it having 1 beat or 1 count, you multiply that times 1.5 for the dot, so that you would hold that for the beat of 1.5. The next type of notes that we see are the triplets. The triplets are indicated with a symbol with an arc and a 3 in there, and that 3 means that the 8th note is played at a pace 1.5 times faster than the standard 8th note. So normally 2 eighth notes would get a beat of 1 beat. In this particular case, it's 3 notes take 1 beat, and that is counted out 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And the last type of note we have here is a 16th note, and there's 16 notes in a 4/4 measure, and I've shown the 16th notes 2 different ways. They appear both ways in music, sometimes with a double tail on the stick of the note, and sometimes a double line across there, and a 16th note is counted out 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And I'm going to give you your exercise, your playing exercise for this lesson now, and it's an exercise that will help you to study and learn the time value for these notes, and it will also increase your finger dexterity. And what we're going to do is we're going to play this page of music, and we're going to play it 8 times. And we're going to play it for every note in the C scale. We learned the C scale is, and we're going to go up the scale and we're going to go down the scale. So we're going to play that exercise, and I'm going to just play the first one, and you'll do the others just like that. I'll play it for the first one, and we can count out loud as we play it. We'll start on the music here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a And so you get the idea. You can practice that all the way up and down the C scale. And as you play the notes faster and faster, you might have been able to notice that I've been alternating up and down picking. So this is a good exercise for your left hand and for your right hand, and to reinforce the time value for notes. We'll see you next lesson.